Hi, I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Maggie Mae.
This is Maggie Mae.
Join us as we follow the moon. Today we are at Trails Lake Texoma. It's in Gordonville, Texas, just about to the Texas-Oklahoma border, just separated by the beautiful Lake Texoma.
Yeah.
So let us show you around this park. This park's had some exciting changes. There's a big electrical upgrade on the way, but there's a whole new section that just had their ribbon cutting March 1st of 2024. At the time we're filming this, it's only about 6 weeks old. We're going to show you that, plus the regular part of the park and all the amenities it has to offer.
Come along.
Now this is coming up from Gordonville, and this turn I wanted you to see because you make a right and then you make an immediate left. That's really the only thing tricky about finding this park.
It's like a squiggle.
That's right. And then you go past an RV storage lot, so it makes it an easy spot to find. Now this is a map of the park, and the blue line is the main road that goes all the way through the park from the entrance all the way back to Lake Texoma. The one that has the X over it back there, that is under an electrical upgrade and is currently closed, but they've opened way more new sites than what is closed right now for the electrical upgrade. Now this is kind of a little back road. It's a narrow 2-lane, but nothing hard to navigate or anything. And when you pass a fellow RVer coming the opposite direction, they normally understand what you're going through and give you plenty of road.
It looks like it's a long ways back here, but it's really not.
No, it's just, I believe, just under a mile. Now you'll come to this where the road actually looks like it turns to the left, but instead you keep going straight into Trails. This is a little bit more woodsy and rustic park, not as much so as some of them, but no issues with trees or anything that way getting into the sites or getting into the roads of the park. As you come up here, they've got cones set up to direct you over towards the Welcome Center. And the Welcome Center is where you'll check in. And actually over on the right hand end of the Welcome Center is the banquet room. Now they do have an extra gate here. You'll go through the main security guard gate normally, but you'll see all the new spaces over here on your left. They do that so you don't have to turn around in the lot when you're checking in.
And these are really nice.
They are gravel sites, but they are all extremely level and starting to fill up quite a bit. These are all full hookup and 50 amp sites. There are a few mature trees in there, but they've planted a lot of new smaller trees. So give this area a couple of years for those trees to start maturing, and it's really going to be a pretty spot. Now we're just going to go around a loop through here. There are, and by the way, these are all pull-through sites in this section except for the ones on the far ends. But as you come up through here, you'll see the new bathhouse that was built for this section, and directly behind that bathhouse is a playground, and they've got a nice little sidewalk built from that playground over to a dog park. Now this is one of 2 dog parks. We'll show you the other one here in a bit. This one's a little bit smaller than what the other one is, and being that it's new, they haven't gotten a good establishment of grass in there yet, but it's nice if you're in this section, you've got your own dog park.
Yeah, that's handy.
Now we're going to come back out here to the main road where we came in, and we are going to make a left and go back into the older part of the park. And when I say that, it's not like the new is good and the old is bad. They're both really nice.
Yes.
Very different in flavor just because of the age of the trees. They do need some repaving, no doubt about that. They do have a real nice 2-lane dump station. And some of the sites in the older section do not have sewer. So definitely use their map and the color coding to know if you're getting 30 amp, 50 amp with sewer or no sewer. We're going to turn here into the the C loop. This is where we were staying. And we'll bring you down here and show you our site.
And you can see the trees are a lot more mature back here.
But no limbs are in your way at all. This was our site. And these are the hookups. The electrical pedestal is a little bit older. It is a 30 amp only in this particular site. But you do have water. It's secured to a wooden pole, so you don't have to worry about it getting broken off easily. And nice sewer fitment, so.
And look at how nice the grass is mowed.
Yeah, the campsite was huge. Nice big wide side yard, plus it goes on back to the trees. Fire ring, picnic table, and like I said, a very nice level site. Now, just down from our site is one of the first big amenity areas. They've got a great miniature golf. This is one of the neatest ones I've seen. In fact, one even has a Class A RV going across that you have to golf underneath it. It's really neat. Nice big sand volleyball. And like I said, that mini golf goes on and on. Just beside it, you'll see the pool area.
And what a beautiful pool.
It really is. And they not only have the pool, they have a playground area there.
A big pavilion.
And a beautiful bathhouse.
Oh, yeah.
It surprised me, this being the older side. This looks very new, very modern. I love the tile in it.
I do too. And clean. It
Yeah.
was always clean.
It was always spotless. The first and last shower are kind of oversized. The middle one is kind of normal size. And it also has a door that goes out of it onto the pool. And it has a changing station there too. Just beyond the bathhouse and the pool is the big activity center. And like a lot of these in Texas, it has the big covered area out front where there is a pickleball court, there's shuffleboard, and then all of the golf clubs and everything for the mini golf. This is the inside. And again, everything is clean and everything is organized. They've got a nice little sitting area if you want to watch TV. They've got a game room with video games as well as ping pong. And they have a nice little reading area. They've got a kids play area. It's just really set up nice. Outside there's shuffleboard courts, there's horseshoes.
I think I saw a basketball court too.
There may be.
Yeah.
I know that there's another one coming up. So this is the baseball area. They've got a nice backer there. And then right beside it is an area for temporary storage of RVs and boats. Important for boats because there's Lake Texoma here.
That's right.
And this park does have a boat ramp. We'll show you here just a little bit later. Now, this loop I wanted to show you because these are all cabins, and I believe these are not listed as getaway cabins, which are their normal rentals. So I think these may be more permanent cabins. And I'll also tell you, I think there's 18 of them. I may be off on that count, but I believe there's 18 of them. And it's all around this nicely wooded loop. And the trees back here are a little bit lower, but it is marked no RVs as you get up there. And it makes it just kind of a nice little woodsy getaway.
Yeah, I was going to say, who doesn't love the woodsy feel?
Yeah. So that is that main cabin loop. And there are dumpsters throughout the park, so you never have far to go with your trash. Now, I apologize, it did start to sprinkle on me here for just a couple of minutes, so you may see the wipers going across, but it won't last long. Now you're coming back out to where there are RV spaces, and they're nicely angled, so even if they are a back-in site, they're easy to get into.
And you're not sitting there looking at each other constantly.
Yeah. I don't like sitting at my dinette watching what the neighbors are eating. And that's happened a time or two. But yeah, they're nice wide spaces and very level. Now we're going to make a right. This is back actually on the main road that runs completely straight through the park. And we're going to come back here just a short ways to take you around another loop. And this loop has 50 amp full hookup. It has a couple of pull-throughs, and it also has some 30 amp full hookups.
I loved how spread out everything was.
Yeah, it's not the biggest park we've ever been to, but it covers a lot of acreage, so you're not on top of your neighbors that way. Now this loop was important for one other reason. Maggie felt this was a very important loop to be in because this is where the original dog park is, and she really liked this.
Oh, she ran the first time we came up to it.
She was excited. They have another bathhouse over here for this loop, and you'll see more dumpsters on the right, and just beyond those dumpsters we're going to make a right-hand turn, and right here there's a trail that goes across, and where the trail goes across is the dog park.
And that's also a nice long nature trail for hiking.
Yeah, it is. It goes all the way around the campsite to get you back to the main road where it goes back to the lake. This one was nice. It was well taken care of. They do have bags there, which is nice. A lot of parks don't. And there you can see the trail going out the other way.
And they kept the grass short.
Mm-hmm. Everything was well mowed. I really can't give this park enough credit for how well maintained it was. Now again, I'll say that like a lot of the 1,000 trails we've been in recently, the roads could use a little work. But
we are camping.
That's right. There are a couple of the rental cabins there, the getaway cabins. And we'll be coming right back out here to that main road. There are a couple more loops of campsites that we didn't show you, but there's so much ground to cover on this park that we could have put out an hour-long video to show you all the sites, and that wasn't our intent. Now the main road here will bend around to the right. as you come down here, this was totally a surprise to me, because as nice and big as that pool area is that we showed you up front, there's another huge pool area back here.
And that's so pretty.
It was a beautiful, beautiful pool. And it also did have a wading pool, or a spa, I'm sorry. This one had the front one had the wading pool, this one had the spa. And then there's a parking lot right behind that services not only the pool, but it services the lodge. The lodge has got a real nice covered deck out the back. Nice place to come set or swing. There's a basketball court. And then there's a breezeway that goes up through the middle of the building. This one's got a nice library, bookshelves on 2 different walls there, nice quiet places to read. And then it had this gathering space.
It was beautiful.
Fireplace in it. Just really nice. It also has an exercise room. It was locked, so I'm shooting through the glass. But to give you an idea, it's a nice size and a good amount of equipment in there. And the laundry is also here. There are 4 dryers there. There's a couple of washers there and a nice little folding table. Then you come in here, there's a sofa, lounge, restroom, and a couple more washers.
That's nice.
And again, everything was clean and well maintained. Now when you get just past the lodge, you'll go through a gate, and this takes you to the lake and beach area. This is another one of those man-made lakes. The lake is under the guise of the Army Corps of Engineers. So Thousand Trails maintains the property, but it's not their property. So if you are going to fish, you do have to have a Texas fishing license. I've sped this up drastically. This is probably a mile back here.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd want to drive rather than unless you're up to a big hike.
Yeah. And you come back here, there's a couple of roads that go off to the left as we go that are turnarounds, fishing docks,
Picnic tables
that you can go off to. We're going all the way here to the end. When you see the road turn to dirt, keep bearing left on the paved road. And we'll go just around this curve. And you'll see Lake Texoma. Now this first little area is their beach. A nice little turnaround parking area. You can see the beach out there along the water. A couple of picnic tables. And then just around the corner from it is another pull-in. And this is where the boat ramp is, and there's lots of boat trailer parking just behind us there, as well as a dock to tie up your boat. So Cathy, what did you think about our stay at Lake Texoma Thousand Trails?
You have to ask.
Well, I know they don't.
I love this place. This is so wonderful. A couple of things that I really like about this is that, like in the last campground we were, the road meanders, but more than that, the campsites are scattered, so you really have a lot of space between you, and when you're looking around, you're not just up and down a straight row like in a parking lot. Although the front is a little bit more like the new area, this back here, you get a campground feel.
And the new part, they have planted some trees, but they're still very small at this point. Back where we are, the trees are more mature, but they're trimmed up, so there's no problem.
Yeah.
I really like the feel of the place. Plus, the spaces are huge. So.
And we wake up with bunnies every morning.
That's right. So, if you like what you've seen with Thousand Trails, definitely take a look at the description down below. It will let you know how you can also enjoy these kind of parks, stay here with no money out of pocket, and it's a great way to camp.
It is.
It's what makes us
makes
able.
It possible. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So with that, if you've enjoyed the video today, watch for the button up in this corner of the screen at the end. If you'll tap that, and you can ring the notification bell, you'll know when all of our videos come out. And if today's video was of particular interest to you, be sure and like it. We certainly appreciate that. Leave us a comment.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.